family.
Oh, man. Jay Morrison done reared his head. Now, Harley Initiated. Not familiar with their platform. I saw they did a video with Steven Speaks, and I watched it. Great video. Of course, Steven Speaks. He be dropping, some very good information a lot of the time. And that was a very good video. A lot of good information coming from him. So I see a video they did with Jay Morrison. I said, what? Okay. So I'm watching it. 26 minutes in, it's an hour and 40 minutes, and it's annoying. So first chance I get, I go to the comment section and ooh boy. Now, I saw a couple of days ago, I think it was yesterday maybe, Pocket Watcher with JT did a video on him, and I was like, what made him, this is old. I didn't watch it. I'm going to watch it now because I know it's going to be good. Now, Jay Morrison is full of it. These guys started off this video saying that he was their mentor or business partner. Okay, so they rock with him. Clearly, the way that they're speaking the entire time, they rock with him. So this will be the last video I will watch from their platform. Yes. Jay Morrison, in case you guys don't know, do the research. And that's all I'm going to say. But definitely a no good scammer. Okay. Now, listen to this guy. Just, first of all, okay, whoever the host is right here, let me speed it up a little bit. Y'all know how
Making sure you really understand the character, the values of the people you're rocking with.
Right.
But the problem with truly understanding the character of the people you're rocking with is that it's typically situational when you really can evaluate them. Which is why when you look at
why do y'all talk
military,
like
for example,
this?
right?
Only us, right? People you rocking with. What does that even mean? We're supposed to be talking about business. This was business. People you rocking with. What the heck does that mean? Do y'all hear anybody else in business talking like this now?
That before we go to war, we only gonna have the strongest soldiers, and depending on the type of family or tribe, the strongest, the vetting process is even more
I don't
thorough.
know. Y'all gotta get your personal stuff together. Your insecurities, your lost information gathered before you come out here and try to do business and all this stuff, because this just looks bad. You don't hear other people in business coming out here talking about who I'm rocking with, who I have a partnership with. They don't even speak on their partnerships. You barely know who's associated with whom, who is a subsidiary of whom, who's the parent company of whom, who has a brand deal with whom. That's not something they get up here and have all these conversations with. You might see a collaboration here and there on a podcast and stuff like that, but they don't get out here and air their dirty grievances and blah, blah, blah. And talk about, I thought we were friends.
Put you through prior is even more intense,
right?
Because when it's really time to face this shit and be together, everybody got to be tried and true on the front end, so we already know how you respond, how you react, and I already know how you move.
Right.
The problem with how we move in life is we trust our intuition too much on the front end. We really ain't.
This doesn't even make any sense. I don't hear no business talk in here at all. Listen, guys, you have to remember, a lot of these people that you're dealing with, they didn't come from a long history, a long, extensive history of business models. They didn't have that in their family. They didn't have wealth, legacies, and it's just not common for a lot of our people. So these people are experimenting. And, they learn a little something, pick up stuff here and there, and you guys look at them like they're gods and they know everything and you could trust them, and you're hoping that they have done the footwork for you and they can get you somewhere. But it's something specific I heard him say that I wanted to point out, so I hope we're getting close to it. Because Jay, I don't know, I read him easily. It's all over his face. But you hear him talk, then you should know. You listen to what he's saying, then you should know. And do you guys remember when Jay was outside of this restaurant? I believe it was here in Atlanta. And he was like, they won't let us eat here. And he wanted to start a big old protest and all that. And then, a couple of the celebrities joined in. And that was all hogwash because they won't let you eat there. Fine. Go somewhere else. How are you going to, in one breath, say that we should build this and do that in the third? And then in the second breath, you're going to start a whole big old deal because a certain restaurant won't let you come and help them build on their wealth. You won't come and pay their high dollar prices so that you can invest in the future of their great grandchildren. Make it make sense.
Us to tragedy, to opportunity elsewhere. We haven't seen how people really move. And then on the back end, when shit pops off, then everything comes to the surface.
Thanks.
So, with what you know now, and I feel like with men too, you read the 48 Laws of Power, it might seem like a dark, sinister book, but it's a historical book. And it just shows how historically men have proven to be consistent in how they move. They have been proven to be motivated by power. Mm-hmm. They have been proven to be motivated by, women. They've been proven to be motivated in these ways that even tend to betray their brothers, their best friends, their fathers, to be able to get on top.
Right? Yes,
so
and we know this. Now, and everybody who has read the book understands that. So why are you saying this? You know why he's saying that? Because a lot of our people are moved by emotions, and also everything else he's saying there. But it's all these emotions. Emotions make you cry sometime. And it sounds like you guys are crying right now. Because what? You're trying to bring Jay back? You're trying to redeem him? For what? I don't get it. What's going on here?
How do you see is the best way to make sure that the people that you operate with really operate on kingdom principles?
What?
I think before...
Whose principles? What are we talking about? Are we talking about business? Because, it's just really cut and dry. It's not that deep. Jay, how come you're 30 minutes in and you haven't addressed the real questions that these people who have been scammed by you have? Not at all. You haven't addressed it. I have a feeling he hasn't the entire video. Having my snacks and I'm listening.
Or my litmus test was a litmus test that many of us use, and it was the bag.
Oh, right? They're getting money then.
How much money can I make with you? How much money do you make? You got a blue check, you're influential, or is there some transaction that we can do together?
That's
right?
Yeah.
So that wasn't even my litmus test so much. Was like, yo, do you got a good spirit? Or I wanted a good spirit, but it was essentially like, yo, could we make some money together? Us chasing the bag gets us in a lot of these other situations. So like, yo, black power is not enough. Financial literacy is not enough.
Wait. Hold on.
People ask...
Did you say something about a good spirit? Oh, what?
Like, bro, we can get everybody financially lit and everybody rich. But if you're still broken inside, you're a rich, broken person. And now a rich, broken person is going to do some rich, broken person things. You have more power to more broken things. Right? You can't put fixed people, you can't put broken people into fixed houses.
No, you can't. But, Jay, so, you're broken too.
I think the opportunity...
You're broken too. And unless you're going to say that, then stop talking. Jay is still telling the same. He hasn't fixed his previous story that didn't make any sense to me then and it doesn't now. He was broke. Wait, how'd it go? He was broke. Wait, no. He was a millionaire first. But then he was broke and he was overdrafting his account and then he was in prison. Wait, but he was a millionaire, but I don't know. I'm tired.
For me and for us, is I'm looking at the heart of a man.
Huh?
God does. God don't see us, bro, based on, you got your shirt on with your chesties out, a couple chains. You don't see it because you got your V-neck on. God ain't looking at your countenance, he's looking at your heart. Which I think was kind of part of why I was like so disappointed. And I'm not so much anymore, but I am feeling out on leadership. Stop.
You was looking at people's hearts. You looking at people's hearts now, or you was looking at people's hearts then? Because if you're going by what what Krishna wants, for me it's Krishna, guys. then you would have been holding classes and giving out information, right? Just giving it out. That's just it. No, you were coming up with schemes and scams, and a lot of people did a lot of investing and giving you money, and they didn't get any return on those. No, there was no profits, and they didn't get their monies back. A lot of people were misled. Now, is that godlike? It's not. And you're sitting up here and you're talking as if that did not happen. Ooh.
With brotherly love. That's what I'm doing here. I'm calling out those who profess to be leaders.
Brotherly
How you
love.
handled me.
Brotherly love. So, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. And as I continue on my walk into Krishna consciousness, that really does sound good. So I don't want to give the impression I'm knocking that concept. However, reality. Let's deal with reality. Is that what was going on, or perceived to be what was going on? Or was it about people profiting? I think it was the latter. So, I know a lot of you guys find Jay Morrison to be a good speech person. I know you guys find him to be a good salesman, but I never did. And this is just all hogwash to me. And it's just sad that he's even up here trying this, and it's even sadder that these guys are here with him and they think they're doing a good job. Whoa.
Not how leaders should handle fellow leaders. So we can learn from that. And I don't mind being the guinea pig for that. But we gotta learn better, because next it could be you.
All right, stop. So, they didn't handle his situation with brotherly love, is his claim. Leaders. He's calling himself and some other guys, he called their names. I can't remember if it was before or, after, because I rewound. And 19 Keys, a couple other people. He's saying they're currently leaders. They came up off of him, basically learned from him, and they think that they're going to evade this, and they're going to be in this situation possibly one day as well, and they may be done the same way, and they didn't handle his situation correctly, and they definitely didn't use brotherly love. And I'm just stuck on the fact that these guys are calling themselves lead. Well, he's saying leader. Leader? Who's a leader? Them? I don't think so. Not in my opinion. A leader of what? They're not leaders. These are guys who came up with an idea and decided to try out. I don't even want to call it a business model, because at the end of the day, how business-like was it? Okay? You can go to the bank and you can do business. All right? You understand both parties, what that business is to be, and it's carried out on both ends as it should be. That's generally when you're doing business. Now, when you both parties understand what that business should be and it's not carried out on both ends, that's not business. When one party understands what that business should be, the other party understands what it should be, but they're not really fully sure what it's going to be, but they're hoping and assuming off of these emotional brotherly love and trust and all this other kind of stuff that it's, we tend to have in this community, and they end up getting scammed. That's not business. You're not leaders. Cut that out. Cut that out. So what is he saying here? Let's listen.
Every infiltrator can come in and it can be you, him. It could be you, Troy, you, Rashad, you, Ian, you, Trap, you, 19. We all think we above it when we got the bag and we got the juice and the momentum. Duh, I know. I had all the juice. I know y'all think y'all learn from me, you're wiser, you're smarter, you're this, you're that. You could be all of us and any of us if we don't adopt some better insulated principles about how we move in leadership in our community.
Y'all
It's
hear
too easy
this?
to infiltrate.
Infiltrated. Infiltrated. In business, how is that word used? Let's see. If a hacker infiltrates the computer systems of your bank, they're going to get access to a lot of sensitive information. Okay. But to use the word infiltrate just regularly in what is supposed to be business, no. So he's saying they think that they're, exempt from what happened to him, from getting caught scamming, from their time scamming being up. I mean, if they're scamming, what is he trying to say here? Oh, he's trying to say somebody can infiltrate them and spread rumors about them scamming, and nobody have their back, and they fall because his narrative up until this point in this video seems to be that, the narrative was put out there that he was scamming and nobody really supported him. Therefore, the masses didn't look at his heart. This is what the guy said. No, people didn't look at his heart and his work, but they believed what was told. Guys, do you guys really think that this makes logical sense when we're speaking about business? We don't care about your heart, baby. And when allegations are made, and when people are not getting their return on what they invested in, when they are not getting their business exchanges from you that they expect, they don't want to see your heart. They want to see what you're supposed to have given them. And when you are being accused of not doing what you're supposed to be doing, again, not your heart, sir. Okay, not whatever work you have us believing that you did. Okay, work, paperwork, proof that you did give them what it is that they're supposed to get. And if you cannot prove that, then you owe. So now you pay what you owe, or you prove that you paid. Okay? I'm sure they can prove that you owe, so you prove that you paid or you owe. Simple. Not worry about your heart, whatever work you did. I did work all day today. Okay?
It's like looking at the spirit and the heart of a man. And if people really look at how I move and see my heart, that's kind of why I got in a lot of this. I thought that everybody saw my heart.
Huh?
So I honestly didn't think I had to go that hard to defend myself.
Huh?
And be looked at as goofy going back and forth online with a grown-ass man. I thought everybody would be able to have the sense to be able to look at my heart and my work and my resume.
So, he has a pretty good heart. He thought that y'all could see his heart and that he had a decent heart. He thought he demonstrated to you well enough that he had a decent heart. And you would not be coming for him like this. You would believe him, and he wouldn't even have to say nothing when people said, hey, dude, I didn't get what I'm supposed to get from you in my business transaction. I should stop here, but I don't know. Let's hear what he's going to say next.
And compare, and be like, man, get the fuck out of here.
So you initially thought it wasn't a big deal?
No, it certainly underplayed it. Like, bro, there's no way. Like, how, bro?
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay. All right. That's where we go to the comment section. This interview is problematic. Because if you guys, I know a lot of you are familiar with what took place with Jay Morrison. If not, do your research. But you'll see people in the comment section that were scammed by him. And you will see people saying high dollar amounts, $12 million. You know, that's pretty high. Okay? Yeah, it is pretty high. Okay? Not that big a deal, he said. Woo.